Hello and welcome all on this channel again. And a big congratulations to all who appeared in the Indian pattern as an exam this year and all those who qualified. Those who appeared but could not qualify, they gained some experience, and those who are qualified, they are ready for the Viva exam. So this video is regarding giving you some tips how to crack your Viva exam. So to clear the Viva exams, there are three stages of preparations. First stage is psychological or mental preparations. So it is very simple. You don't have to work much hard. Number one that you can start doing is like you start thinking as if you have qualified the pattern as an exam now. Just think about that you have qualified and start thinking of a picture where you are sitting in front of the interviewing board and you are giving all the answers required. You start thinking that you are all in all. You tell yourself that you know everything. You qualify the exam. You know all the sections, you know all the rules, you know all the forms. Maybe you forgot some numbers, but basically you know everything. And something you forgot, you can just look into your book and again recall those things. So just sit in front of the mirror or just try to imagine every time within your mind that now you are a qualified patent agent and you can work in the capacity of patent agent. Just think about this. Just think that you know all the answers what the examiner or the interviewing board is going to ask. Just think about that the interviewing board is a person you are very familiar. You met him many times. He's just like your next friend, best friend. And you are not going for to meet a person whom you do not know. You are going to meet a person whom you know he's a good friend. He just want to understand how was your pattern exam and how you did well, what are the sections you wrote. You just think that he's a person who is like asking you some help how one can pass the exams, and you think of him as your client. Now you are a qualified patent agent. Now think that the interview board is your client and they're asking not to check your knowledge but to understand from you what is best for them. For example, you just think that they may a client is coming. Interviewing board is not the person who is judging you, but he is just like a client, and he comes to you and asking you, can you please help? I'm stuck up in some requirement. I need some your help as a patent agent. Can you please help me? Can you tell what should I do for to get an Indian patent? Can you tell me, for example, uh, for example, can you tell me how I can get a PCT applications filed? Just think about this, just like he's your friend or he's your client. Don't think him as if you're interviewing board or he is going to judge you. Don't think of him. Start thinking like this. Start, I mean, you prepare few questions. The basic questions is like this. You go to interviewing board and they are going to tell you, okay, tell us something about yourself. So please prepare answer to these questions. You answer this question as many times as you like now before going for your final Viva. Tell me something about yourself. So if I ask you today, tell me something about yourself, what are you going to tell? You may start, my name is Prem Prakash Pathak and I'm working for this company. So don't fumble like this. Don't start like in this. I mean, it should not appear as if you never heard of this question before and you were just thinking about the answer now, and it was a very difficult question for you to answer. It should be very fluent. Thank you, sir, for asking this question. My name is Prem Prakash Pathak, and I work for company ABC, and I'm working in capacity of a patent attorney or patent analyst, or I'm working as a scientist, or I'm working as a teacher, whatever the case. And I have been in this role for last 15 years, 20 years, and this patent as an exam was so. You prepare yourself. What answer are you going to give? Because that is going to give examiner the clue what they are going to start the next question itself. Okay, so do not think that, yeah, this is the very simplest question to answer, tell me something about yourself. No, this is the basic question, and this is the building ground for the interviewing officer to start asking you many questions. And then, I mean, you answer this question as many times and prepare yourself that what are you going to tell about yourself, because that will give him clue to start asking you a question. That is number one. Second number question is like, when you say that I work in this capacity, I am working for this many years, do not elaborate it too much. It should not be an answer for 1 minute or 2 minutes. You just keep talking for 2 minutes. No, it should be very short and very crisp. And just practice. I mean, you should not start thinking, my name is Prem Prakash Pathak, and I am working with this farm. I work for, I draft, I'm a researcher. Don't, it should not appear as if you're thinking for this answer first time here now. Prepare this answer. Speak as many times so that you become very fluent, just like singing a song. Okay. Next is like, then you think about what next question he may ask you. This all I'm telling because this I practiced myself before going for Viva exam, for Viva after pattern as an exam. And this I do for, I mean, any meeting that I go for or anything I go for. Usually I do. Every time you don't have to practice it, but anything you think it is very important for you, you must do it. Write down what you are going to tell and repeat it, modify it, and finalize it, that this is what you are going to tell. Next, they may ask you like, why you want to become patent agent, how are you going to help? So these are the few basic questions they may ask you. And then they may go into much deeper. I mean, somebody can ask, maybe he asks a similar question to the previous candidate, he could not answer, so he may I mean ask you the same question and would like to know what is your answer. So that depends. And now you are an expert, you qualify the exam. So what I would suggest that keep reading, I mean keep reading those sections. Do not leave it. Keep reading the sections, section 1, section 2, section 3, as you practice for the exam. And also the form number, fees number. And just, I mean, read about this Tribunal Act and all this thing, how it is going to affect. What do you think about if the board is not there? Something like this. So there could be any kind of question could be there. But your basic is like, prepare yourself. Ask yourself as many questions as you can imagine, and then you give answer. And give answer, sit in front of the mirror and look at your face. Do you like very tense, or are you happy in mode? Yes, my name is Prem Prakash Pathak, and so and so. So do you look tense, or are you relaxed in the mode, or you are very tense? So look in the mirror and practice answering those questions. I mean, you may practice 10 questions, but none of them, I mean, it comes in your Viva questions, but you are practiced. So this is called psychological or mental preparation stage. Physical preparation stage is very important for you. Keep yourself well, fit and fine. Take care of your body. You should not be, you should not get cough and cold at least. You go to exam board and you are sneezing, you have running nose. Maybe you are not allowed to appear for Viva exam for the COVID, or in the general case also. Take care of yourself. You should not fall sick. You have some headache. Groom yourself. Have very nice haircut, and you should look presentable and prepare. Get yourself with the ready with the cloth which you want to get. Which cloth you would like to wear. That may not matter much for many people because they are always in good clothes. You are also in a good cloth, but sometimes it happens like this is your favorite cloth that you want to wear. This is your favorite, and this is your most lucky color. So you keep those things for your Viva day exam. And I would suggest that start doing some exercise daily, because that will lighten up your face. That will bring some light to your face. You will look more lively, and the person who appears more lively, more jolly, more relaxed, examiners tend to give them more marks because they feel more comfortable talking to them. If you appear very tensed, or if you're very nervous, then they are not more comfortable in asking many questions, and they may leave you, and then you do not get more marks. So psychological step is most important, but many times you may lack in psychological preparation. So something can you make up with the physical preparation. Start appearing as if you are very happy. Keep your mood very happy every time till you have an exam at least. You should practice it for daily time, but for Viva exam, you should keep your mood happy. Don't get angry too much on anyone or for any reason. Keep yourself happy and think that you are the best person in this world. You know all the examination, all the forms and fees, and most important thing, like a technical and the subject matter preparation. That is the most important part. So here, one tip that I would like to give you is, don't assume any answers. If you're not very sure of any answer, tell them that I'm not very sure. But don't, it should not be like you are trying attempt 1, attempt 2, attempt 3. It should not be like this. It is not a good idea to say, sorry, I don't know. Next question, sorry, I don't know. Next question, sorry, I don't know. This should not be the case. You can say that I just remember that this is pertains to this, but additionally I don't know. But this should not be the case for you. They may ask you some case studies which you have not studied too much. But if you know that this case study pertains to section 3D or some section 3, anyone, or it pertains to licensing, or it pertains to like revocations or oppositions, anything. If you remember those things, you can tell that this pertains to this, but additionally I don't know. They are just looking for, are you bluffing, or are you going to tell something which is not logical? So just think about those things. So technical and subject matter preparation is very easy for you because you are not expert. You qualify the exams. Just keep reading those sections, forms and fees till your Viva exams. Start from today itself. Read it as many times. Keep revising every day. Sections, form and fees, section, form and fees. What are theirs and what are the corresponding rules are there? Just you did for your pattern as an exam. Okay. And now keep thinking of many scenarios that you can come across and people can ask you, and give a confident answer that this is the thing, this is the answer I know. Okay. So all the best for your Viva exams. Maybe I will record some new mock Viva interview test if I get a chance and a time availability for me. But I think these are 3 steps: psychological, mental preparations, physical preparation, and technical and subject matter preparation. So psychological is the most important. You prepare yourself psychologically that you are passed, you are a qualified pattern agent, and the examining board is your friend or a client who does not know anything about the pattern system. He's just asking your suggestions. And now if you bluff him or you tell him something which is not true, that is not a good option. And this is what they are going to check. As a pattern as an exam, are you giving them some answer which is not correct? Or as a pattern as an agent, you are giving very honest answer. If you don't know something, you are ready to look back and then come to them. Or you can tell them that I forgot it. I can look back. It pertains to this section, this form, but fees I don't remember now. So it should be like a very honest answer. You should not bluff. So all the best. If you have any questions, comment me. I will reply you back. And with this, I would like to share with you that one news that I have published a book, the 6 Essential Life Management Skills from Bhagavad Gita, and this is available on Amazon. And this book talks about listening skill, emotional intelligence, understanding people, developing divine character, acquiring right attitude, and SAP coaching model. So this book might help you in your future career as well. So you can get this book. So thank you very much for watching this, and all the best for you. Thank you.